Our journey begins on a website called Reddit, and on this site we have this post. And if you check the comments, you can find one user named Pepsi Sucks. Which soda brand do you think they prefer? And honestly, I don't know. And you're probably asking what the contents of this comment were. Well, let's get into them. Haha, I've created a new account just to post this. I have a funny story, which I probably should not share at all with Reddit, or really anyone. I work freelance in the industry, and one of my clients did some of the Pepsi spots, which are on air. During the initial treatment, the advertising agency which won the Pepsi contract for the redesign sent over the design guidelines and a presentation on the design process of the new logo. I happened to be able to overhear a conversation regarding the new logo and actually had to interrupt because I've never heard a discussion over anything so ludicrous in my life. I happened to nab a copy of the PDF and have to share it. It really hammers in the stereotype of advertising in general and the complete idiocy that goes into marketing. I really suggest read until the end. It just gets better and better. Now let's take a peek at the subject matter for today. We start out with this page, which gives us some information like how this masterpiece was created on August 4th, 2008 by the Arnell group. Okay, yeah, who cares about this page? Let's move on to the next one. Okay, we got words, that's cool, I guess. On to the next one. How do we move from convention to innovation? Oh, I don't know. Please tell me, Peter Arnell. The solution is Pepsi. Of course it is. How could I not have known? Pepsi is the solution to everything, which means it'll help me with my health issues. I have type 2 diabetes. I'm a nerd. This is exercise for me. This line represents the DNA of the Pepsi brand, and do you see this thing at the end of the line? That makes it an arrow. Arrows are what Cupid uses. So my main takeaway from this is that Pepsi is training archers to shoot people with arrows laced with trace amounts of Pepsi so you get an addiction to their product. Here we have a curve and the word future, and I have no jokes for this. I mean, I don't even know what this means. I mean, like, all of us spend our lives building stuff up just for it to come crumbling down later on, so there is no future for us. Or Pepsi. So the future of Pepsi is that their business is gonna die out eventually. And here we have a curve and a curve. What am I supposed to make of this? Explain. I wanna know. What am I supposed to make of this? This is making me mad. I'm an idiotic consumer. I don't wanna think, I wanna drink. Yeah, I never specified what I wanted to drink. Wait, I'm not 21 yet. I hate my life. The origins of creative endeavors. What in God's name are they gonna enlighten me with? The Pepsi ethos has evolved over time. The vocabulary of truth and simplicity is a reoccurring phenomenon in the brand's history. It communicates the brand in a timeless manner with an expression of clarity. Pepsi Breathtaking builds on this knowledge. True innovation always begins by investigating the historic path. Going back to the roots moves the brand forward as it changes the trajectory of the future. And the rest of the page is a bottle, a can, and a question mark. Oh my God, what comes next? Hi, I'm here to reveal the next logical step for Pepsi, and I trust that you'll love the creative concept that our team has cooked up. Here we have this anti-gravity sphere that allows the Pepsi to float up into the air as this fan blows it towards your face. We here at the Pepsi Corporation wholeheartedly believe that this is the best step we can possibly take for you, our loyal customers. Yeah, I honestly don't know what they meant by this. I mean, it was probably just Can 2.0, but I mean, hey, maybe it wasn't. Maybe they were thinking to make a syringe that injects Pepsi into my bloodstream. Oh God, circles? Quit bragging, I know your artist can draw circles. Breathtaking is a strategy based on the evolution of 5,000 plus years of shared ideas and design philosophy, creating an authentic constitution of design. This chart documents the origin and evolution of intellectual property. After all of these beautiful creations from such talented and creative artists that are still remembered and beloved centuries later, all of their art that they poured blood, sweat, and tears into led up to this. I like this version more. Jesus Christ, man, they're bottles, dude. 1896 Pepsi Geometry's Perimeter Oscillations. The Pepsi DNA finds its origin in the dynamic of perimeter oscillations. This new identity manifests itself in an authentic geometry that is to become proprietary to the Pepsi culture. Why? Maybe I'll get my question answered in the next couple of pages. Nope, nada, zilch, no answers here, nothing, no. Okay, well that question wasn't answered, now I just have more questions, like why all the circles and ovals? I just don't understand. Well, I'm over here questioning if I should go on, but unfortunately I'm too far in to quit, so let's get right back to it. Towards innovation, projecting Pepsi's future. Applying universal laws to establish a blueprint for the brand. Here we have the Mona Lisa. For a Pepsi logo! And some other pieces of art too. Again, I repeat, for a Pepsi logo, the golden ratio. It starts with a square. But what's better than the golden ratio? The Pepsi ratio! It starts with a circle. We have another circle. I get it! This thing is garbage, just throw it in the trash. Draw a circle with a diameter d equals a. Find the center, then draw 2 identical circles inside this normal circle. The Pepsi ratio is aesthetic geometry. Geometry of aesthetics, proportion. The golden ratio establishes a proportion of one part A relative to another. B, playing by these rules produces an aestheticism that is universally accepted to be in balance and harmony. The Pepsi aesthetic respects these rules. The brand identity can be derived from 2 circles that have a set relation to each other. I want a logo designer to explain how they could even come up with this. The Earth's geodynamo. For a Pepsi logo! Magnetic fields. Do I even have to say it this time? But if you think that's dumb, just wait till you witness this. The Pepsi Globe. I got no jokes for this. This is just hilarious on its own. You know, statistically speaking, there has to be at least one planet out there that resembles this Pepsi logo, right? Like, there's no way there's not, right? There's no way there's not. The Pepsi Planet could be real and NASA doesn't care. I can't believe this. So we got a bunch of smiling faces. Well, except this guy. I don't know what's going on with him. He might be enjoying the new Pepsi logo a little too much. Listen, this is all I'm saying, man. Even more faces! God, I'm sick of looking at people. I wanted to ramble about Pepsi, not stare at people's dumb faces. Motion transforms 2D into 3D, from 2D circle to 3D sphere. The brand identity is dimensionalized through motion. And the can turns around. I can't believe they ripped the show off.
Something about the centrifugal force.
Wait, this redesign document came out in 2008. Clearly this scene from Better Call Saul took inspiration from the Pepsi redesign document. I would also like to say that it would be kind of cool, I guess, to see a can with the logo just kind of sticking out. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. Oh, this one's about color theory. Objective color / subjective emotion. Each color on the color wheel is associated with a subjective psychic and emotional value. So basically the whole idea here is to have each can have a different color to make people drink whatever kind of soda they want to drink at the moment. Man, this color really makes me want to drink a Coke. Honestly, I don't even know if that's what it's entirely about. I don't know, I'm just too busy laughing here. I don't know what anything means anymore. This redesign document has ruined my perception of anything, of all meaning. I don't understand things anymore. So yes, I'm gonna blame all of my stupidity on this thing. Listen, I don't care what color theory says. I've never once looked at a yellow Pepsi can and went, energetic balanced. Also, a bit of a random tangent, but the yellow can reminds me of Peeps Pepsi, and that unironically makes me mad because why? Why in God's name did they not call it Peepsy? All they had to do was add an extra E. That's all they had to do. I'm so mad at this soda I never drank. I've never had any interest in drinking it, but hey, maybe if they added an extra E, I would have considered giving it a passing glance. Establishment of a gravitational pull to shift from a transactional experience to an invitational expression. The first thing we see is them comparing the typical light path to the typical shopping aisle. Also, where do they shop? Because what aisle is diagonal like that? Like, dude, I want to go there. That'd be weird. Okay, not really. I don't actually care that much, I'm going to be honest. Gravitational pull of Pepsi. And here's the gravitational pull of me putting a gun to my head because I've peaked. It's all downhill from here. I mean, nothing gets better than this. I mean, I might as well end on a high note, right? I mean, it's my only chance. And this is what the Arnell group thinks aisles look like, everyone. What were they smoking or drinking? I guess, I don't know. Where's the weed Pepsi, man? Because I want some. Dude, I can smell what colors taste like. I don't know anymore, man. You just can't make jokes about this kind of stuff. I mean, it's already one big joke. How? How can you make more jokes about this kind of stuff, huh? We have planets, we have galaxies, and I bestow upon you the Pepsi Universe! Jesus Christ! Well, why? How? Why is it, who, I don't understand why it's like, why is it like this? How could they come up? Peter Arnell, why? How could you come up with this? How? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why? Like, come on, man, like, Jesus Christ. What the heck? The Pepsi Universe. Will there be a cinematic one? I mean, Pepsi already has a superhero. Pepsi Man. Yes, that's a real thing in case you didn't know. It's just the funniest thing ever. Like, this is the final page. This is how it ends. And, like, Pepsi saw this. Pepsi saw this and went, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We're gonna do that. Dude, Peter Arnell won. He won. It's so funny to me, man. It's so funny. And in case you're wondering, yes, Pepsi did change their logo years down the line, even after this beautiful redesign document. All the knowledge it contains, it's so perfect and beautiful and it's sacred. This is like Pepsi's version of the Bible, and they just betrayed it. This logo is the result of Pepsi atheism. I can't believe it, man. How could they do this to Peter Arnell? I mean, he is a known scumbag, but come on, man, it's Peter Arnell. It's Peter. How could they do this to my boy? After all the hardship that Peter Arnell must have put into this, all the convincing, all the garbage he probably had to put up with for Pepsi of all things. It's just crazy, man. What I've learned from this is that I should just drink a Coke. I hate it.